Everything ends, the stars, the planets, the galaxies, and one day, even you. But there is one kind of object in the universe that seems truly eternal: the black hole, the most powerful, most unstoppable, longest-lived thing that exists. Nothing escapes it. Nothing destroys it. It only grows. And yet, even black holes die. When the last black hole finally fades from existence, something will happen that has never happened before in the history of the cosmos. For the first time, the universe will be truly, completely dark. Tonight, we lift the final veil. We travel past the death of the stars, past the death of galaxies, to the very end of time itself, to watch the last light in the universe go out. To get there, we have to leave the present far behind. Because right now, we live in the bright age of the universe. Astronomers call it the stelliferous era, the age of stars, trillions of them burning across the sky, forging light and warmth, giving birth to planets and, on at least one small world, to us. It feels permanent. It feels like this is simply how the universe is. But it is not. It is a brief, glowing childhood, and it is already ending. Travel forward in time, not centuries, not millions of years, trillions. One by one, the great bright stars burn out. New stars stop forming as the gas that once made them runs thin. The last to survive are the small, cool, red dwarf stars, which sip their fuel so slowly they can burn for trillions of years. But even they, in the end, flicker and fade to embers, and when the final star dies, the lights go out across the entire universe. Space becomes a graveyard of cold, dead stars, drifting in the dark. This is the degenerate era, and the sky is black. But the universe is not empty yet, because now it belongs to them. In this cold and lightless age, the black holes remain. While everything else has decayed, they have only grown, feeding on the last scattered remains of dead stars. For an almost unimaginable stretch of time, black holes are the last great structures in existence, the final kings of a dark and silent cosmos. We call this the black hole era, and it may be the longest chapter in the entire story of the universe. But here is the secret that changes everything. Black holes are not eternal after all, and the reason why is one of the strangest ideas in all of physics. Empty space is not truly empty. At the smallest scales, it constantly trembles, with tiny particles flickering in and out of existence. And right at the edge of a black hole, at the event horizon, something remarkable happens. Occasionally, one of these particles falls in, while its partner escapes into space. Bit by bit, particle by particle, the black hole leaks a faint whisper of energy into the darkness. We call it Hawking radiation, and it means that a black hole is not a perfect, eternal trap. It is slowly, almost impossibly slowly, evaporating. For most of the universe's history, this leak is far too gentle to matter. A black hole, formed from a dying star, would take around a 1 followed by 67 zeros, years, to fully evaporate. That is a number so vast that the entire age of our universe so far is less than a single blink beside it. And a supermassive giant, like the monster TON 618, would take even longer. Something like a 1 followed by 100 zeros, numbers that stop meaning anything to the human mind. But here is what matters. The number is not infinite. Given enough time, and in this dead universe, there is nothing but time. Every black hole must eventually die. So travel forward once more, further than thought can reach, to the age of the very last black hole. Picture it, a single object, alone in an ocean of perfect darkness. No stars, no galaxies, no light anywhere in all of existence, except the faint, dying glow of one final black hole, shrinking, century after century, eon after eon. And then, at the very end of its unimaginable life, it does not fade quietly. It vanishes in a final, sudden flash of energy. A last spark thrown into the dark. And when that light dies away, there is nothing left to make light ever again. Welcome to the dark era, the universe, cold and black and utterly empty, expanding forever into a silence with no end. every structure gone, every fire extinguished. Only a thin, freezing mist of scattered particles drifting further and further apart in a darkness that will never lift. This is not destruction with a bang. It is something quieter and, in a way, far more haunting. It is the universe simply running down, fading gently into an endless night. And yet, sit with this for a moment, because it is not only sad. Think about where you are standing in this story. You exist in the stelliferous era, the age of stars, the brief, brilliant morning of the universe, when there is still light in the sky, still warmth, still time, out of the entire lifespan of the cosmos. A lifespan that ends in eternal, silent darkness. You happen to be alive during the small, glowing chapter when the lights are still on. That is not a small thing. That is, perhaps, the rarest and most precious gift the universe has to give. Some veils the universe lifts slowly. And this one hides the ending of everything. But an ending, seen clearly, has a strange way of making the present shine brighter. The stars are still burning, the night sky is still full, and you are here to see it. If you want to keep lifting these veils with us, stay a little longer, because we have now seen how it all ends. So next, we ask the only question left that is stranger still. What, if anything, came before the beginning, before the Big Bang itself? Until then, keep looking up, and treasure the light. It will not always be here,